Again, he's touched on stabilization of the economy. It's been a point of call from the Importers Association of Ghana, who intend to demonstrate Tuesday, 29th July 2014. They are demonstrating as they are aggrieved by the central bank's forex rules introduced to halt the decline of the cedi amongst the general ailment of the economy. But having heard this, let's find out from Samson Asaki Awingobit, who is Executive Secretary for the Importers and Exporters Association, if it changes anything. Hello, Samson. You're welcome to the program.
Yeah, hello, good morning.
You heard the President. I think a lot of your concerns were addressed in that speech.
We've just heard him, and we hope that it is not just going to be a promise, but it's going to be an action-oriented. But first and foremost, let me use the opportunity to wish our brothers and sisters, and of course, Importers and Exporters Association. We definitely have our brothers from the Muslim fraternity who are our members, and they are celebrating to 30 days. It is not an easy thing. Wish them Eid Feti for having come through this far.
Let's look at some of the matters the President has raised, which is very similar to why you're demonstrating. He's spoken about spending a lot more time on the economy. He says that indeed the demonstrations are only encouraging him to do more, continuing in his efforts to stabilize the economy. He's spoken also very much about the energy sector, which is one of the areas you need a lot as importers and exporters. Some of you bring in perishable goods, and you need the power to be able to run your refrigerators or your storage systems. Your thoughts on that?
Yes, that's why I said I was happy. I was listening to him, but from where
here's the question I'm trying to ask.
Yes.
Do you believe him?
Yeah, from where I'm sitting, we want to make sure that we want result-oriented. And so promise is different from is the job being executed. And so that is the perspective we are looking at. So there's nothing wrong with the President telling his people what he intends to do for. But we really want to see results, and that is what we are looking at. In terms of electricity that he made mention, we are hoping that the energy sector, this doomsday would very soon goes off, so that at least, as you said, frozen food importers storing their meat in their cold stores, if they should have light off without having a standby generator, it tells you how, guess a day, how much they are going to lose. I mean, in terms of money, because if the meat got rotten, because it tells you that they are going to lose a lot of money. So we are hoping to see that energy sector will go off. We are also hoping to see the sugar factory he just made mention of. Yes, it is not, I do say, the Importers and Exporters Association doesn't just really want to import everything all the time. We are also looking forward to see the opportunity that is available for them to also have enough to eat and have enough to export. You know, don't forget that when we export, we bring the forex back to inject into the economy. And then now that we are talking about the cedi depreciated as against the dollar, we can bring forex back home. But the point is, government or through government agencies, those who are communicating on behalf of government, when they have the opportunity to come to media house like your own station, which is everyone is watching, they get said, oh, importers are importing so much, and because of us, the cedi is depreciating as against the dollar. It is not true. That is some of the communication they have forgotten, because they have forgotten that the banks, there are a lot of banks in this country which are owned by foreigners, and at the end of the day, they are, by constitutional right, they're supposed to repatriate their profit. We have free zone enterprises. We have mining companies, big mining companies that we know in this country are not owned by Ghanaians. These oil drilling companies, these are the same people. At the end of the day, they also look for what? Forex to go back, to return their profit back to the owners who invested into this thing. So it's not only important, but indeed, when you come to the importer aspect, yes, they will look for the dollars to go and do business. But when they bring the goods back, we pay duty. And so is government not taxing us when you bring it back?
And so all of these things, we've mentioned the sugar factory, the local rice production. There is looking into pharmaceuticals as well. Then there is increase in poultry production. As he spoke about it, government's increasing investment in agri. And so all these things have been spoken about.
That was good.
But you still go ahead and demonstrate.
No, that was good. When did you hear it? Today is 28th. Our date is 29th. And so had I not, because of the Muslim celebration today, the president wouldn't have come out to announce some of these measures to us. Okay, so but though we still, that is not the only reasons we are going to demonstrate tomorrow. We are going to demonstrate tomorrow because there are other taxes issues that is on the importers. Just like he made mention of TUC and other organized laborers asking for conditions of service. And so the Importers and Exporters Association to want to hit the road tomorrow to let government know that at least special levy, give importers a tax holiday. Because as we speak now, since the introduction of this Bank of Ghana measures, including the Bank of Ghana measures, importers cannot plan. Trade, the Minister of Trade, the outgoing Minister of Trade, had also promised us somewhere 3 weeks ago that 1st July, the custom were going to use CD in calculating duty for us. Yes, if you go to port to clear your goods, they use dollar indexing to do the calculation. Till date, it's been done. But what we also want to ask the government to do for us tomorrow is, if an importer is bringing this, what is this iPad, right? A full load of 40-footer container, how much is it going to be charged? Okay, so we need to itemize the goods that they bring. If you are bringing this, if you go to opposition camp, those who bring 40-footer container load with car engine, how much is that person going to pay for his duty? So is it 10,000 Ghana cedis? Is it 20,000 Ghana cedis? So that we can know, okay, if I'm doing business for 10 months or for 6 months, I'm paying anytime my cargo comes, this is the amount I'm paying. We are talking about planning and projection. Because of every week the figure keep on changing, the importer cannot plan. You wouldn't know that, okay, by the time my cargo arrives in Ghana, I'm paying 3 cedis to $1, or I'm paying 5 cedis to $1. So you can't plan. It's unplanned. So we wanted to help government to come and let us segment the items. Okay, if you are bringing cars, 10 fleet of cars.
But these are matters you have raised over time. You think the demonstration will do anything? Well,
it is true that everywhere, if you they ask and they don't get, they hit the road, something is being done. So for decades now, okay, you've been hearing strike and demonstration, series of them in the country. You haven't heard it from importers, have you? And so for the past 30 years now, I can tell you that importers have never gone on strike. And so we are calling all the importers. We have issues, not only government that is overtaxing them, but there are certain other payments that importers are doing at the port. Or along the way, if you are driving to Kumasi, goods are going to Kumasi, there are a lot of borders on the way, which we raise. We are good, we are not against security checks, but why should people be spending money every border that they get through? These are some of the things. At the end of the day, the transporter spend, they bring it back to the importer. So we are calling on all importers, be in Kumasi, be in Takoradi, be it Accra here, everywhere. Those who have the problem, the legitimate issues, please, we want them all to come out tomorrow, 29th of July 2014. We will all assemble at Tema, the harbour roundabout there, just around where you either branch to fishing harbour or you go towards Gassem and then leading to the port. We will be there tomorrow, all in our numbers, red and black, as we said, to demonstrate. We want the importer to come and voice, because all the time you either hear the executive secretary granting you an interview, but we want the importer themselves to also come and tell their story.
You are not only demonstrating, you follow it up with a strike. Tell us more about it.
Yeah, that is why we are striking to demonstrate tomorrow. So when we strike, that's why we are going to gather at the harbour roundabout, as I made
So how
mention.
long is the strike?
Oh,
just that day?
We intend to do for 3 days. That was what we were negotiating with the police. Bear in mind that it's not only us that the police will have to be with us. The police has other mandatory duties to perform. So we went into discussing with George, we agree. So we will only do it for tomorrow. The strike will be for tomorrow. Strike and demonstration anyway.
Does it mean?
And we are calling on the clearing agents, we are calling on the transport operator, those who are getting their daily bread from importer. They are our stakeholders. We are asking everybody to come, because if you go to the port, virtually it's empty. The agents are just sitting, handling ideal, or either they are sitting under the trees or they are sitting in their office. If you go and ask them, you say, look, there's no more goods, there's nothing there, there's nothing there. We want government to know where you make money. 80% of the Ghana revenue that is being generated, in the absence of our donor supporters supporting Ghana Ghana government budget, it is only the import duty. Even in Europe, US, they are importing. UK, they are importing. Everywhere they are importing. So this issue, like everyday toothpick, whatever we are bringing, please, we are also asking government that, how much have you allocated to the farmers? Which of the farmers has gotten the money to produce poultry? It is not government intent. We don't want that language. We want to know that if you go to Asante region, Kwame Dako has been given this social amount, $10 million to revamp poultry farming. If you come to rice production, you go to Avemi rice, this is how much government has given to them. If you come to Seno trees, you come to cashew, Well, there are so many things that, and pineapple plantation, there are so many areas that we want government to invest the money in there so that we can export and bring the money. Not that we are not interested in importing every day. We want things to be done accordingly. All
right, so Samson, we'll end our conversation here. Thank you very much. I wish you all the best.
Thank you, and we hope that tomorrow your network will be with us, and of course, all importers out there will have to make it a point to be there tomorrow to register our displeasure.
Absolutely. I've been speaking to Samson Asaki Awingo, which is the Executive Secretary for the Importers and Exporters Association. Now, they are demonstrating tomorrow, 29th of July 2014.